Hello everyone and welcome to episode 167 of Report This Post, podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name's Geiger. That over there is Christian.
Let your heart be your guiding key.
And we are your hosts with the posts. Every week, Christian, myself, or a listener select a different topic and then find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. This week's topic, as chosen by a listener named Joe, is Kingdom Hearts.
That's right. Yep.
For the good folks at home, can you please explain what Kingdom Hearts is?
I sure can. Kingdom Hearts is a series of action role-playing games developed and published by Square Enix. It is a collaboration between Square Enix and the Walt Disney Company. It's a crossover of various Disney properties based on an original fictional universe, which the series centers on the main character Sora and his journey and experiences with various Disney and Pixar characters. The series consists of 13 games. Most of the games in the series have been positively received and are commercially successful.
13 games?
As of November 2021, the Kingdom Hearts series has shipped more than 35 million copies worldwide.
Jesus Christ. And I can't, like, if I were to guess, I would assume that almost everyone I know has never heard of this thing, and yet probably 35 million.
Not something most people are into. I personally played the first Kingdom Hearts game all the way through.
Mm-hmm. Wow. All the way through. Holy
all the way
smackers.
Through. That was in my gaming days back in 2002. Played all the way through, and then I was like, you know what, that's good. I'm good with that.
Sure.
I'm fine.
In about 2005, I lived on my own for the first time, and I bought a modded PlayStation 2.
Sure.
Where you could just download games and burn them to CDRs and play them, or whatever. And I definitely remember doing that with Kingdom Hearts, because I was just playing like Final Fantasy X, I think.
Sure. Same time frame. Yep.
And I was like. And I got like probably a couple hours into that one, and that was when it was the first time I realized, like, I had the first experience of understanding that when you can have any games, suddenly you don't really care about playing any of them because
it's true,
too much choice.
You can't. Yeah, it's very much the. It's like right now the streaming thing of like spending 2 hours trying to choose what to watch and then not ending up watching anything. Yep. Like
some of the games I played as a kid when I didn't have a choice, I would spend hours and hours, and there's no way in the hell I would have if it was not the only thing in the house to play.
Just playing Narc on the NES.
Yeah. Just like 6 hours, like, this sucks, but what else am I going to do? Go outside? Well, forget about that. I definitely remember, I can picture like a screenshot or two from I'm guessing the opening video that's in that game, because I remember downloading it and playing, starting it up, and then 10 minutes in being like,
this is so gay.
Is fucking gay. Holy moly.
Yep.
I was like, well, I'm not forced to play this, so I'm just going to toss the CDR in the drawer and then play, I think, God of War or something like that instead.
Yeah, much better. Good choice.
Much cooler. Much awesome, more pussy-getting game for sure. Turns out none of them were that for me at that time.
At least they are now.
There was not one game that I played that increased the pussy in my life. Couldn't have been me.
Makes you think.
Yeah. I should have got a Xbox instead. That would have really helped.
Yeah, it worked for me, folks. That's how I got my daughter.
And her mom is your Xbox. Now,
yeah.
So Joe picked Kingdom Hearts. We don't know why. Or maybe he did tell us in an email. This was months ago when it was
Nope.
picked, so who actually knows?
I believe it's just something he likes.
Okay, great. So, Joe, hope you're not too offended as we talk just unrelenting shit about this game.
He's going to be jacking off to it. It's
true.
a shame thing, I'm sure. For
Yeah,
him,
of course. So Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I think, 2 years ago. I have several posts talking about people who were excited when that game was coming out, various theories they had and whatnot. So if you want to be like Joe and you want to choose an episode topic, you can either go to patreon.com/report this post, become a member, upgrade your membership to the $10 a month level, and after a couple months you can unlock the ability, as you would in a role-playing game, when you power up to your next level in your Mario game, you can choose an episode topic, as so many folks have done this past calendar year.
Oh my god, this entire year, outside of 3 episodes, has been
chosen by a listener, either by doing that or by going to reportthispost.com. There's a little button there that says buy an episode topic. Click on that. Takes you right to our storefront. You can buy it right there. You can also buy merch over there. We have t-shirts. We have tchotchkes. And
coffee mugs, sure.
Sure.
Hey, folks, they make a great gift. Don't you want to get a coffee mug with one of our faces on it and give it to your grandma? And then just post about it online later.
Give it to someone that's never heard of podcasts, let alone us. To just really throw them
that won't
off.
be tough. That second one's not difficult, I don't think so.
Oh,
That's
sure.
fine.
Of course not. Well, anyway. While we're depressed about that, in the meantime, Christian, why don't we actually read some goddamn posts about Kingdom Hearts?
I love that idea. Captain Sam Squanch asked the other virgins over at Kingdom Hearts on the subreddit, does anyone still get the feels? I'm 22, and I can distinctly remember renting Kingdom Hearts when I was 10, and my buddy was all pissed, like, man, you picked a Disney game? But for some reason, the cover art spoke to me, and I was a big Final Fantasy fan, so we were on Destiny Island having a good time when my buddy goes, man, this is a great game. Skip to the end of Kingdom Hearts, and I'm completely mind-blown and shell-shocked. I felt like a piece of me died, LOL. Me, my buddy, and my sister crying uncontrollably is still fresh in my mind. I can still clearly feel those memories over 12 years ago. Skip to 3 years later, and I'm literally begging the guy at the GameStop to sell me the game a day earlier. My older brother sends me outside, then comes outside a few moments later with a bag, and Kingdom Hearts 2. Then it happens all over again. The feels, my face being melted off by the intro, I mean, Jesus Christ. It's insane how much euphoric feelings a mere video game can give you, and how you can still relate to it a few years later. I'm not gonna lie, whenever I hear the song Sanctuary, the hairs on my neck and my back stand up, and I get all watery-eyed, just remembering my youth and how simple life was.
It's a sweet story, but obviously very gay as well. Were you a uncontrollable crying mess when you finished the game?
No, I don't think so. That's just my normal thing. I just do that anyways.
Yeah, there's plenty of other reasons for you to be doing that at any given moment.
As a man who sometimes gets choked up by movie trailers, not a great litmus test for me if a video game is going to make me cry. So,
yeah. I'd like to know what the older brother did to get that game the day earlier. It's a big deal. That would have been a big deal to me as a kid.
Getting the game a day early, sure.
Are you kidding me?
It's a funny thing to think about that as an adult, is like that the shit's just sitting there for weeks, weeks on end.
Like as a kid, you think that it's illegal to obtain the game earlier than the day that they say it's coming. You're like this. Like obviously, I would love to play. You don't realize it. Like the guys at the store have been playing it for 8 days. They're just like bored.
Have already beaten it already, yeah.
Yeah, they're tired of it because it's like, yeah, the game was finished 7 months ago. They had to make 1 million cartridges or CDs, whatever the fuck, for these games. Then they have to get all the packaging done and everything. It's a very long process. You just picture it just like like some weird alien creature just births all of these games, complete with the instruction booklet and everything. Just like, here it is. Yesterday it would be impossible to obtain the game. Today, here it is, complete. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Fucking stupid kids.
What a different time. Now you can just go and download the goddamn things on your Xbox Tweet 60 or whatever.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Your Mario cartridge game that you have, you can just you can surf the cyber web and get the game right there. I found this over on the same subreddit r Kingdom Hearts. If you really think about it, Donald Duck is one of the most dangerous characters in all of Square Enix. He takes third place just behind the special event Bahamut from Final Fantasy XIV and Aerie from Bravely Default. Why so? Simple. He casted Zeta Flare in Kingdom Hearts. Aerie has shown that she could destroy entire realities with it. In Final Fantasy XIV, the normal Bahamut reset a world with Terra Flare. The special event version was capable of casting Zeta Flare, a version of Terra Flare that's several times stronger. No other character in any of the other characters in all of Square Enix has been able to cast Zeta Flare, including many gods. We can effectively place Donald as the third most powerful character in all of the Square Enix games. He can destroy planets and stars. Just imagine it. Donald fucking Duck destroying worlds.
You know what? I am imagining it. And wow, that's really
it sure is something
cool.
to think about, isn't it? So sweet.
And so many people are thinking about it there. Good old Donald Dunk, as you first said it.
That's right.
Oh, man.
I'm from Central PA. What do you want from me?
Donald, yeah, okay. That's,
I'm stupid.
I get it.
I'm a dumbass moron, is what I'm getting.
Cool.
Like
well,
everyone from Central Park.
Good for those guys. For loving Donald Duck so damn much. The little, I think he's a wizard in these games or something. Sure. He has a wand at least, too. Who knows? It's been 20 years since I touched the fucking thing. So what do I know?
I totally forgot about this, but like a couple years ago, I think on like Something Awful or something, people were posting screenshots from Kingdom Hearts of like very like emotional moments in the game where like one of the, Final Fantasy guys was like, it would be a screenshot of the guy talking and then the other character's reaction. It was like one of the guys with like 10 belts around his jeans, as they all do, right. Saying like this is a dark moment for us. We need to find out what to do next. And then it cuts over to like the Chippendales chipmunks just like standing there. And it's like you really realize like this is the most stupid fucking game. Or it's like it'd be like the teacup from Beauty and the Beast or something, just like with a big dumb smile on its face.
With some sort of expression on.
Yeah,
not entirely sure what it is, but yeah, it is.
Our universe is going to end. We have to stop it now. And then it's just Bambi.
If I do remember this correctly, Bambi is like one of the most powerful attacks in the game.
Oh yeah,
in the first, yeah,
oh, wow.
which so that's cool.
Yeah.
So good for that. You know what? Maybe I might break out the PS2 here.
Go for it.
Ooh. Great. This next one comes from Tumblr, where an anonymous user asked a Kingdom...
someone else can't talk tonight. Interesting.
Asked a Kingdom Hearts themed blog, do you think Sora could have developed PTSD when he loses all his friends in the final battle? And the blog owner responded, Sora has so much unaddressed trauma. The unwanted weight of the responsibility of the Keyblade and the safety of all the worlds, having to die to save the worlds, having creepy men follow him everywhere and constantly belittling him, having those same men kidnapping him in his dreams when Sora thought he was safe taking a rest, and almost getting possessed, losing all his power again, and having everyone constantly reminding him about it, being doomed to vanish because he wants to save all of his friends. This got over 100 likes from the folks that view that blog.
Great. Gotta say, Sora. Bad name for a male protagonist, right? It's way too close to Sarah. It just it does not feel
masculine. It's not masculine enough for you.
Well, it's just one of it's a perfect. It's the kind of name that you would expect out of like a, this is the Queen's Regent or like a Game of Thrones or something like that. It's that sort of fantasy female name that's not a real name, but it sounds like a real name.
Nope. Instead, they decided to name a little kid in a skirt and Mickey Mouse shoes, Sora. He's whipping a big key around.
The shoes. What in the fuck is that about?
I think that was Square Enix's way of trying to Disneyfy the character, and they literally just were like, "We're just going to put Mickey Mouse's shoes on him." Like that's like
because from calf up, it's a Final Fantasy character, and then suddenly the shoes are fucking stupid.
Yep, just big ass yellow clogs. Yep, great character design.
Yeah. Well, I think we should have dropped a fucking third atomic bomb on this fucking country. Look at this shit. I think they would have learned their goddamn lesson.
But then you wouldn't have gotten your beloved Final Fantasy VII. Or the remake that you were so excited about and then did not play.
Yeah. Literally got a PlayStation 4 to play the game and then never played it. Yeah. Go back to listen to our Final Fantasy episode to learn more about that. Or not. I don't remember if it came out around that or not.
I think that's why we did it. Is because you were excited and then you immediately were not.
Yeah, I was just thinking today, Zelda, remember that? I haven't played that in like 5 weeks. I haven't even touched it. Zero interest.
Great.
So, going great over there. This one's also from our Kingdom Hearts. People are asking about favorite characters, and user AntonRX178 responded, I actually have to lock in Goofy as one of my favorite characters ever. The guy has many iterations, my favorites being the Goofy movies and Kingdom Hearts, but when he's in a serious scenario, whether being Sora's guardian or trying to be a good father to Max, the man just consistently oozes love and loyalty.
Man, okay.
And user Raleigh Arth Pisage said, I headcanon that Goofy died at Hollow Bastion, which created an evil nobody. That nobody went on a murder spree, was eventually detained and put on trial.
Hey, well, at least there was a trial. So he wasn't just vaporized by some sort of Final Fantasy monster or whatever. They made sure to put him on trial.
So yeah, this person sits around and pictures Goofy being on trial for murder.
But not just any Goofy. The Goofy from the Kingdom Hearts, that iteration of it.
Just it would be sitting around and just him like
feet up on the desk, just leaning back in his chair. Just Goofy annihilating people with a shield.
Yep.
We'll never see it. We'll never see it, so you gotta imagine it, I guess. But
yeah, or you could do anything else with your life. You were by some sort of bizarre miracle, you were granted life and consciousness, and you decided to think about Goofy being prosecuted. So,
the Night Gaucher, great. There's something there. We'll workshop that.
No, what is Goofy again? Is he a cow? Is he a dog? What is he?
He's a dog. I think. No, he's a goof. That's the nomenclature.
That's his race?
Yeah. There's a whole race of goof, or are they geefs? I think they're goofs. It's a whole thing.
If he's a goof, then calling him Goofy just feels like a slur, doesn't it? Yeah, look at that fucking Goofy over there.
I believe his full name is George F. Geef, I think. I think that's where the Geef thing comes from. This is Michael Mouse all over again. I'm not getting into this.
We need to make a Michael Mouse shirt. Can you work on that for me?
Yes, I can. I will. Let me make a note here. Okay. All right. User Dexter Lecter 99 posted, Kingdom Hearts overrated in our gaming. I'm 27 and grew up hearing about how amazing Kingdom Hearts was from pretty much everyone. I was 12 when it first came out and never played it. I just beat the first one on the PS4 and I really don't understand why people love this series. Is the insane fandom really just because your favorite cartoon characters are in it? The combat is fine, not super challenging or in-depth, just fine. Character designs are pretty cool, voice acting is okay to awful. The worst part of the series is the story. It's a convoluted mess. I was expecting a pretty simple Disney story, but they went full retard with this friendship is the key to everything, hearts are power. I honestly had no idea what was happening by the end of it. I tried going on the wiki to understand what happened, but that is even worse. It's just a giant pile of nonsense. Can someone explain why this series is hailed as incredible other than the fact that it has characters in it that you like because they were in movies you liked? And MNPN23 replied, you are quote review unquote this game without even grasping what it's about, LOL. And when the OP asked for that person to explain the plot, he refused.
That's one of my favorite kind of things online, where like it happens, especially you'll see it on like Twitter and like political conversations or whatever.
I don't have to it's not my job to educate you.
Someone's like, you just totally misinterpreted the article. And he's like, well, can you explain it? I was like, no. It's like, all right. Well, I guess this conversation's done then.
Very good. Okay. Moving on. I'm going to start another argument with someone else now. Bye-bye. Yeah.
It's hard to imagine why there's so much vitriol out there. There are so many of the arguments. Just like, no, not gonna. I decided to talk to you, but I don't want to actually talk to you. So,
yeah,
all right.
All I want to do is tell you that you're wrong. I don't actually want to have any sort of conversation.
Yeah, I want to give you some angry words, and then hopefully someone else sees them and faves them, and then I can be happy that I was faved. I don't actually want to learn or tell anyone about anything. I just need to be angry online. Please let me just be. Please. Yeah.
I beg of you. It's really easy to do, folks. So.
Yeah. So, hearts are power, friendship's the key to everything. That is pretty gay, no doubt, but I don't know what else I feel like you kind of have to expect that, because this, like, it just seems like at best it seems like a Pixar type plot. Technically it could be for grown-ups, but it's probably for babies. It's
a very, very ramped down Final Fantasy sort of, we have to save the world, but in order to save the world, we're doing it in a very queer way.
Hey, if you want the full episode with like an hour extra of posts or whatever, patreon.com/reportthispost. Just a couple bucks a month, and you'll get every single week just like that. A lot more posts.